What's going on, guys? This is Cam from SolveX Media, and in today's video, I'm breaking down the 20 conversion killers that are sabotaging your landing page's success, and I can guarantee you one thing: avoid at least 5 of these. Just 5 of these, and you're guaranteed to see an uplift in your conversion rates. And take it from someone like myself who's conducted over 1,500 split tests to identify what's working and what's not when it comes to website optimization. So on my screen right now, you can see the 20 topics we're going to be talking about, and we call these 20 conversion killers. Because if you do not optimize these very sections, you are guaranteed one thing: to lose money, or to lose on money that you could be making. So let's get into it. Landing page mistake number 1, a poor photo carousel. I can't emphasize how many brands are not optimizing this very section, and the sad thing is they don't understand that 77% of users scan through at least 3 to 4 images on the photo carousel section, meaning it's a piece of real estate that's getting a ton of attention, and you're not optimizing it. And a few things we've seen as mistakes on this photo carousel section is poor resolution or composition that diminishes the visual appeal, the absence of talking about the main reasons why people should buy this product, overly static content. So we like to obviously see a percentage of it be static, a percentage of it be lifestyle, limited product showcasing, and then inconsistent branding. So when you look at the example provided on my screen right now, Partake is really struggling with optimizing their very section because they're not really telling a story. All the images, they look pretty much the same. They're showing the box, they're showing the cookies, but it doesn't tell me anything about the benefits. It doesn't tell me anything about their story. It doesn't tell me anything about their point of differentiation. And this sort of brings us to the main point, which is how do you fix a poor photo carousel section? And for us, what we like to do is use clear and high quality images and use the photo carousel. This is probably the most important point. Use the photo carousel to tell the benefits, the features, highlight why you guys are an authority, and most importantly, highlight why you, right? If 77% of users are looking through these images, use that as a selling mechanism. Make sure you mix up static and lifestyle images, right? If you're a clothing brand, you don't want to just put your product on white. If you're a cookie, if you sell cookies, you don't want to just put your product on white. You want someone consuming it, you want someone wearing it. Show real people utilizing your product in different occasions. It just gives people much more believability and the idea that they can see themselves utilizing or consuming a product. Show the product in different angles, like that's super important. Like for example, if you have a gadget, just showing the different features. If you have clothing, how it looks like on the side, on the back, and the front. So take that into consideration, and most importantly, keep your images consistent with your website's branding, right? If you have a particular color scheme, follow that. If you have a particular identity, follow that. And I think a good example of that is this coffee brand. You could see what they're doing here and why it's so successful. On one slide, they're talking about the benefits. They have an individual in their ideal state. In another, they're also talking about benefits. In another section, they're talking about ingredients, but you can see there's a lot of consistencies when it comes to their branding. So these guys are doing a phenomenal job by sequentially using each and every element to touch on different points that facilitate a buying decision. So these guys are killing it, guys. So landing page mistake number 1 to avoid, guys, is a poorly designed photo carousel section on your website. Landing page mistake number 2, tailoring your landing page to the wrong level of awareness. Now, before I talk about the levels of awareness, it's important to understand there are 3 types of landing pages, and these are all very different in nature. The first is an advertorial / listicle. These are pre-sale pages designed to pre-educate and pre-inform someone. So what you can see is an advertorial, and an advertorial is basically writing from a third-party point of view, whether it's like a newsletter publishing company. It's simply writing on your behalf, enhancing the awareness of someone from a different standpoint. So for example, what you see on my screen, dogs all across America silently cope with poor gut health. See why over 2 million owners have turned to this new probiotic chew for help. And they dive into this very product, and it's much more conversational. A listicle. This is reasons why you should buy this product. Reasons why you should shift from this solution to this solution. Reasons why people are frustrated with this solution and are moving to this. So there's basically utilizing a number of reasons why, and then the why could be whatever. So in this instance, 10 reasons why this guilt-free iced coffee is taking over in 2024. Moving on to the second type of landing page, a regular product page. So a regular product page has a photo carousel, description, and a buy box. Most Shopify store templates already have this built in, so that we're not going to spend too much time talking about. The third and my favorite are sales pages. These are designed to turn the coldest traffic into ready to buy customers. And the reason why it's very, very successful is these are standalone pages that have one objective, one message, one offer for one audience. And it's usually centered around an offer that's almost irresistible. So you can see Javi Coffee does a great job of this. Save up to 56% today plus 4 free gifts. They got urgency, they got scarcity. It's just perfectly laid out, and it's designed for a hard sell. Now, each of these pages speak to different awareness levels within a marketplace. Now, these are the levels of awareness in a market. Unaware, problem aware, solution aware, your product aware, and then your solution aware. So why is this important? Because most brands are tailoring their landing page to the wrong level of awareness. And that is because of 2 reasons. One is overassumption of knowledge, assuming extensive understanding among the audience, resulting in overly technical content that may actually deter individuals that are less informed. So this is an example of what you shouldn't do. So you have your supplement facts, and then you say goodbye, hormonal imbalance, right? How do I know what any of this stuff means? Like, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a nutritionist. Like, I don't know any of this stuff. Like, it holds no contextual value, and I can't associate how these ingredients are going to get me to this outcome. Now, that's a poor example of overassumption of knowledge. A good example is simply saying, hey, these are the ingredients we have within our product, and this is what each and every ingredient is going to do for you. So now it's not daunting for me. You know, I'm not someone who's technical. Maybe I don't know what magnesium is going to do for my body, but now I know. Maybe I don't know what GABA is going to do for my body, but now I know. So you have educated me successfully, and you don't make me feel stupid in that process, and you've validated your own claims. The second reason why brands are tailoring their landing page to the wrong level of awareness is underestimation of knowledge. So underestimating audience's actual comprehension, leading to simplistic content that fails to engage well-informed individuals. So for example, you can see these guys have, I believe it's like a multifunction support supplement. These are like chews for dogs here. And all they say is multifunction support for adult dogs, specifically formulated for adult dogs. Your dog will enjoy these tasty supplements, and you'll feel great by giving it to your dog. So very vague, not very direct. It's very simple. And for me, for example, if I have an adult dog, I've tried a series of different supplements for my dog, and I'm looking for someone who's the authority in the space, who has a premium product, so I can give it to my furry pet. So when you go down, Pet Lab Co., which is selling a very similar product, I want you to look at the difference here. Here they're saying, they're giving you a testimonial, they're saying it's vet recommended, and they have all these benefit points around this product telling me exactly why these guys are the go-to solution when it comes to this product, right? So they're going the extra mile to give me all the right points so I can make a well-informed decision. And these guys are doing the opposite. They're really underestimating my level of awareness in this situation. So I'm definitely buying from these guys and not those guys. Now the question is, how do you actually tailor your landing page to the right level of awareness? Well, first you need to determine the level of sophistication in your market. So determining the market levels of sophistication involves assessing how well informed and experienced your audience is within a particular industry or niche. 2, once you determine the level of sophistication, create a page that speaks to that level of awareness. And 3, tailor your messaging to address that specific level of intent. So just to give you an idea, for example, if you have a sales page, that's designed for people who are already product aware, maybe you're solution aware. They're ready to buy. They have the highest amount of intent. They've seen everything. They've tried everything. They like what they've seen from you. They're ready. You take them to a sales page. Someone who's completely unaware, which is around 70% of a market, you probably need to push them to advertorials and listicles to pre-frame and pre-educate them. 4, segment audiences and customize your content accordingly, right? Make sure the message matches their level of intent. And then 5, ensure consistency across all channels and touch points. So when you look at Javi Coffee, these guys do a great job of exactly that, which is tailoring their landing pages to the right level of awareness, right? So from an ad, they're speaking to the top of funnel. They're saying, want a delicious cold brew that makes you feel energized, focused, and productive without jitters and crashes. You need to try X. Okay, so right off the bat, we know exactly what the product is. Then they push people to 10 reasons why this guilt-free iced coffee is taking over in 2024. So I'm going to go through 10 selling points, and I'm going to literally consume all of that content before I get hit with an offer. On the bottom of the page, they hit you with an offer and they take you to this very page where they're like, save up to 56% today plus 4 free gifts, and they have urgency, they have scarcity. It's a sales page. So they took me from a top of the funnel ad to a listicle all the way to a sales page. And the way in which they did this is they understood what my level of awareness was in each and every phase. Now, I don't want to get too advanced, but I'll create a separate video on this. These guys probably create remarketing campaigns that are creating segmentations based off, hey, this guy is cold traffic or he's middle of the funnel because he went through our listicle, right? Now, the person who's gone to a sales page is much more higher intent because, again, they've made it to the end of the funnel basically, and they can remarket accordingly based off where I'm at in the buying process. So guys, this stuff is very, very powerful, and again, we'll dive more into it. And that's it. That's landing page mistake number 2, tailoring your landing page to the wrong level of awareness. Landing page mistake number 3, visual hierarchy / cluttered design. So a cluttered design is basically overwhelming visitors and hindering navigation. A lack of clear visual hierarchy actually causes difficulty in understanding content. So it's just, there's a lot coming at you at once. Nothing is catching your eye equally. It's just a blur of content, right? And that equates to confusion among visitors due to a disorganized layout, and most importantly, difficulty to prioritize what's important and what's not. So Craigslist is a good example of what not to do, right? It's just a blur of different titles, blur of different hyperlinks that are coming at you, and it's very, very difficult for the eye to keen in on particular elements. There's no images, there's no structure that distinguishes element by element. So it's just a lot for the eye to consume at once. Now, in the perfect world, you simplify your layout to improve navigation and reduce clutter. You establish clear visual hierarchy for better content understanding, and you actually organize the layout to avoid confusion and effectively communicate key messages. This will give you the ability to prioritize important elements to actually guide the visitor's focus, which is very, very important. And I need you guys to understand that the more and more someone scrolls, the higher and higher the likelihood of them leaving is. And this is why when we look at heat maps or scroll maps today, we've always seen consumption starts at 100% and it continues to gradually go down as people scroll and scroll. It'll go from 100 to 80% to 50%, and then all the way when you're around the 10% mark in terms of like your footer navigation or close to your footer navigation, around 5% of your traffic is left. So when you take that into consideration, how you should be structuring your pages is by using the AIDA principles: attention, interest, desire, and action. So attention, grab their attention, right? Strong headline, CTAs that stand out, powerful imagery, social proof, and trust badges and logos. Pique their interest, which is the second phase. Make them understand or make them interested in your product by focusing first on the benefits and not the features. The third component, which is make them desire you. This is the stage where you want to show reviews and UGC. And the last stage, which is make them act. Clear CTAs across all your landing pages, but make sure you put a big emphasis of this on sort of the end of the page. That's where people get very, very warm. So if they've scrolled all the way down, they have the highest amount of intent. So Opposite Health does a great job of this. So if we were to follow this same structure, they have a strong headline, they got their benefits, so awareness, interest, and then they have desire in terms of all the reviews, right? And then action, right? So awareness, interest, desire, and action. So they follow this layout perfectly. This is a page that's going to convert very well. And that is landing page mistake number 3, poor visual hierarchy / cluttered design. Landing page mistake number 4, guarantee an irresistible offer. No guarantee and an irresistible offer means 3 things. 1, visitors are going to be hesitant and they're going to be limited on motivation to actually take action without having assurance or an incentive. 2, the perceived lack of value in the actual product. And 3, there's going to be higher perceived risk in terms of taking that next step. So when you look at this example, you guys can see they don't have any elements that facilitate and help me take that next step. There's no 30-day money-back guarantee. There's no try it risk-free for 30 days. There's no bonuses. There's no urgency. There's no scarcity. There's no offer. It's just a regular product page where they're just pushing their product and there's just nothing that says, Cam, take that next step. Here you can see same thing. They got their product title, description, and then their buy box or their offer section. And their offer section is, 10 for 34, 25 for 57. One thing they can do is, buy 25 and save 10%. Right? That could be a huge incentive or a pretty decent offer to take me to that next step. Or buy 25 for $50. You just have to sometimes rephrase what you're doing in a better way. And obviously in these 2 examples, they're not really doing that. So what are the elements of a great offer? Well, you need to have a product or service that clearly defines what you're offering and making sure you're highlighting its benefits. When it comes to pricing, just make sure you have transparent pricing that aligns with the actual value that's being provided or even the perceived value. When it comes to bonuses and extras, make sure you add additional perks or bonuses to sweeten the deal. The guarantee, very important today. Make sure you have a risk reversal strategy such as a money back guarantee or a trial. Scarcity and urgency. Create a sense of urgency or scarcity to prompt action. Call to action, clearly instruct the customer on what they should do next. And when it comes to testimonials and social proof, provide evidence of previous customer satisfaction. So when orchestrating guarantees and irresistible offers, we like to do 3 things, right? We want to offer incentives to encourage visitors to actually take action and increase conversion rates. We want to enhance the perceived value of the offer to stand out amongst competition. And 3, we want to persuade visitors to take action with clear and convincing messaging. So let's look at a few examples of killer offers in the direct-to-consumer realm. So Dollar Shave Club, $1 billion exit, they had the $1 razor. So The $1 razor offer really disrupted the razor industry by providing high quality razors at $1. And then obviously they had a very strong subscription model built around that, thus making their efforts, maybe net profitable. I don't know if they were net profitable when it came to customer acquisition, but they were acquiring customers. Warby Parker's, I love this one, their home try-on. So they would literally let customers try up to 5 frames at home for free, which ultimately removed the risk of buying glasses online, and that led to widespread adoption. Casper's 100-night trial, guys, don't be like Casper. These guys just burnt through cash. They went public, and then they had to go private because they were just losing money, bleeding money. They had this 100-night trial offer, which allows customers to try their mattresses risk-free with the hassle-free returns if unsatisfied. Fun fact, 2 out of 10 people would return their mattress, and their business model was a complete you-know-what show. So examples of good offers in terms of websites. So Javi Coffee, save up to 56% today plus 4 free gifts with today's subscribe and save offer. I love it. You can see how they structured the gifts. You literally seem like you're getting all of this, which you are. So it just looks great. Gleeman, hopefully I didn't mispronounce that. So they have a 30-day glow guarantee. This guarantee is associated to their product's core benefit, which is utilize this product for your skin to glow. So I love that guarantee. We saw this dental company say we have a 10-day wedding white teeth guarantee, which is also another great guarantee. So guys, these guys are all killing it. So take inspiration where you can. That is landing page mistake number 4, guarantees and irresistible offers. So landing page mistake number 5, slow loading times. You guys probably already know this. 53% of site visitors leave a page that takes longer than 3 seconds to load, according to Google. A 1-second delay in mobile page load times can impact conversion rates by up to 20%, according to Google. So slow loading times equate to diminished credibility and professionalism, lower search engine rankings due to slow loading times, loss of potential customers to competitors with faster loading pages. So the question is, why optimize my landing pages, right? Optimize your landing pages to prevent, obviously, visitor frustration. Don't you guys hate it? You go on a site, you have to wait 5-10 seconds until something shows up. To enhance user experience and satisfaction by just improving your load speed. And then most importantly, reduce your bounce rates by minimizing load delays. Now the question is how. So you guys have probably heard of Web Core Vitals at least once. This is broken down into LCP, FID, CLS. I'm not going to dive into really how you can optimize these 3 metrics. I would recommend you guys consult with a developer. This is much more technical, but these are definitely 3 areas that you need to be focusing on to optimize that speed, which will in turn increase conversion rates. So that is landing page mistake number 5, which is slow loading times. Landing page mistake number 6, unclear value proposition. Now, before we dive into how to create a killer value prop, it's important to understand what a value proposition even means. Now, we have a formula we use at SolveX, and it's as follows. Perceived benefits minus perceived cost divided by the perceived risk. So what are the perceived benefits? So this is what the customer gets. There's tangible benefits such as features, functionalities, and outcomes. And then there's intangible benefits such as emotional satisfaction, status, and peace of mind. So you need to identify that for your product. Now, what the customer gives in terms of cost, these costs are associated with actually acquiring the product, both monetary and non-monetary. So monetary costs include the actual cost or the actual price of the product, while non-monetary costs include the time, effort, inconvenience, or any sacrifices the customer actually has to make to obtain the product. And the last component of the actual equation is perceived risk, and this is one of the most important. And this refers to the potential risks or downsides that the customer perceives in relation to the offer. Risk could include financial risk, such as like wasting money on something that doesn't deliver value, functional risk, which are like doubts about whether the product will work as expected, and then social risk, which are like concerns about what others would think or any other perceived risk. So when you do have an unclear value proposition, you're going to fail to clearly communicate the unique benefits of your product. Visitors are going to leave and they're going to leave uncertain about the value and the relevance of your offering. There's going to be a lack of differentiation from competition, leading to decreased interest, and you're going to have the inability to actually address your visitors' needs and pain points effectively. So you can see these are examples of bad value proposition, guys. So do not do this. Welcome to our organic broccoli. And then, I don't really even know what that means. I guess it's just organic broccoli. So it's not enticing. It doesn't get me excited. There's no subtext that reconfirms what this means. Just really vague and unclear. Same thing here, stolen hearts. And then there's two girls in bikinis and a guy in a swimsuit. I don't know. What does that mean? Unclear, right? So how do you strengthen your value proposition? Clearly articulate the unique benefits of your product. Ensure visitors understand the value and relevance of your offering. Highlight points of differentiation from competitors to increase interest, and craft messaging that actually addresses visitors' needs and pain points effectively. So Amazon Prime, they do a great job of this. Get fast, free delivery on millions of items, stream thousands of TV shows and movies, exclusive deals, and more. So Amazon Prime's value proposition focuses on the convenience and the value it offers to its customers, including fast delivery, entertainment options, and exclusive deals. Nike, on the other hand, they have their value prop, which is just do it. Nike offers innovative products, experiences, and services to inspire athletes. So Nike's value proposition is centered around inspiration and innovation, encouraging customers to pursue their athletic goals with the support of Nike products and services. A few other value props that I absolutely love was from Beam. So supercharge your sleep, and then they have a subtext that reconfirms that Meet Dream, clinically shown to improve 93% of participants' sleep. And then here you got the fitness results you want in less time. Experience the fun and interactive jump rope workout you can do in as little as 10 minutes a day. Now, bonus tip, if you guys can add these elements, your value proposition above the fold, you are guaranteed to see an uplift in your conversion rates. Landing page mistake number 7, no mobile optimization. Mobile devices today account for approximately 64% of global website traffic, surpassing desktop usage, obviously. So when we optimize for mobile, we like to optimize for mobile first. So when you craft out a design, mobile first, then desktop. Optimize your layout and your content for smaller screens to obviously enhance the user experience. 2, ensure easy navigation and readability on mobile devices. And 3, optimize for LCP, which targets the largest element visible in the viewport. This is largest contentful paint. It's one of the core vitals. And what this means is when I do land, what am I going to see something immediately, something of value? And that's the most important thing. You don't need the whole below the fold page to load. If you can just get the above the fold to load on mobile, bam, you've won half the battle. You've won half the battle. So you can see in this example, we came in and we designed a desktop version and a mobile version for this client, and they look completely different. Quite frankly, it looks 100% better on mobile, but the message is ultimately the same, just the UI is completely different. And this is why you guys need to work with a very advanced design team that understands the fundamentals of how to articulate the right story on both devices. So that is landing page mistake number 7, which is no mobile optimization. So landing page mistake number 8 is a few and weak CTAs, right? What this means is insufficient prompts for visitors to actually take action. Visitors are actually unsure of what steps to take. And most importantly, there's ineffectiveness in guiding visitors towards desired action. So when you look at this very example for Partake, you got like the products, you're talking about delight in every bite. It's literally about taking people to that next next phase, which is like the product page, but they say learn more. And they actually take people to the product page, but what are you going to learn on the product page? You know, that's a very high intent page. So people would subconsciously associate that with shopping because the first thing they're going to see is the buy box. So obviously, very weak CTA in this instance. So how do you fix the situation of having a few / weak CTAs? Well, you need to place clear and compelling call to actions strategically. Keywords strategically throughout all your pages. You need to use action-oriented language that prompts visitors to actually take action. You need to clearly communicate the benefits of taking that desired action, which in turn will increase click-through rates. And you need to test different CTAs to identify the most effective ones for your audience. And most importantly, just ensure your CTAs actually stand out visually and are easy to locate on pages. So these are a bunch of great examples you can see from a color scheme standpoint, from a directional cue with like the emojis pointing right, from having some type of social proof below it. These are all great ways to associate and call out particular actions with CTAs. So these guys are doing a phenomenal job. And that's landing page mistake number 8 to avoid, which is a few and weak CTAs. Landing page mistake number 9, too many CTAs. Unlike the last one where we were talking about a lack of CTAs or unclear CTAs, the problem with too many CTAs are that one, it overwhelms the visitors with multiple call to actions. It leads to confusion among visitors on what action to actually take and dilution of your messaging and your actual value proposition. So when you look at Rocky, this is a great example of what not to do. You got 8 CTAs, even more with the reviews and blogs, but 4 of which that are very much the same. So you got like your hair loss, weight loss, mental health. You got the same CTAs on the bottom here. So I don't understand what the point of this is. Definitely leads to a lot of confusion. It's definitely misused real estate. And I don't even know about this structure. It's very unorthodox. But again, too many CTAs in one above the fold section. So big no-no. And recently, a study published in the Journal of Consumer Research found that when consumers were presented with too many options, similar to what you see here, they were less likely to make a decision, which is ultimately because of decision paralysis. So what is the solution to too many CTAs? Streamline the number of call to actions to focus on primary conversion goals. One goal in most instances. Prioritize the most important actions you want the visitor to actually take. Consolidate similar CTAs to avoid overwhelming visitors. Use visual hierarchy to emphasize the most critical CTAs and make sure you provide clear guidance on the next steps visitors should take. So Bleem does a great job of this. One CTA on the above the fold section, order Bleem now. Now, take that next step by clicking this button. It's super clear and to the point. Love it. And guys, that is landing page mistake number 9 not to make, which is having too many CTAs. Landing page mistake number 10 is irrelevant content. So irrelevant content usually leads to confusion among visitors about the purpose of the actual landing page. It definitely leads to difficulty in conveying the value proposition effectively, inability to address visitor needs and pain points, and decreased effectiveness on marketing campaigns and initiatives. So if any of your users are asking themselves, why am I here? What are these guys providing for me? Are these guys even the best solution to my problem? You've lost half the battle. So when this company is talking about their mission on the above the fold section, guys, they're in trouble. Because here they're talking about changing the face of men's health, a men's brand with a unique feel and seamless user experience. Our focus is to normalize men's health. Guys, like very vague, no clarity. I don't even know what the point of that is. So how do you make your content relevant? Ensure all your content aligns with the main message and offer of your products / landing page. Prioritize content that actually provides value and addresses addresses visitors' pain points. Why are they there? Remove any unnecessary or distracting content that does not contribute to the overall message, and use clear and concise language to convey the benefits of your product. So for example, these guys are doing a great job. Hair loss is frustrating. Don't fight it alone. And all the points they have is around that core topic. So hair growth tips, community support, before and afters, accountability. I love it. It's all about hair loss and, fighting it together. Here, New Smile, again, does a great job when it comes to making content relevant. They're just talking about what the end user is looking for. There's no misalignment in terms of what New Smile is looking to communicate, and that is why these guys are killing it. So guys, rule of thumb, keep it stupid simple. Keep it stupid simple. Your client should be able to click less than 5 times until they reach the checkout. Don't overcomplicate it, because once you get the user journey dialed in, you've won half the battle. So landing page mistake number 10, guys, to avoid is irrelevant content. Landing page mistake number 11, not highlighting benefits. I don't know if you guys have heard the saying, features tell, benefits sell. The solution to this is clearly articulate unique benefits, use persuasive language and visuals, and most importantly, address objections preemptively. So to create your unique benefits, we like to go through a concept called review mining to actually find what benefits your audience is deriving from your products. This is actually using your audience's lingo to create your benefit-driven points. This is a very complex topic that I can dive into further detail in another video, but like Nose Gym, they do a great job of highlighting their benefit: deep restful sleep, enhanced nasal breathing, peak energy, feel your best, so you know clearly what this product's going to do for you. And I love it, love it, love it. These guys are doing a great job as well. Focus, energy, and calm. So this is, I believe, like a coffee powder. Experience sharper focus and sustained energy. Get zen legs calm throughout the day, 0 jitters and 0 crash. So I know right off the bat, this is how this product is going to make my life better. And that is key, guys. That is key. So there you have it. That's landing page mistake number 11, not highlighting your benefits. Landing page mistake number 12, cross-selling and upselling the wrong way. So what does this mean? Offering cross-selling or upselling that isn't relevant can push visitors away. It may actually distract from your main offer and decrease conversions, and pushy tactics can harm trust and credibility with potential customers. So when you look at this very section, it's like a lot coming at you at once. It's actually distracting you, because now you might have the interest in clicking through on one of these buttons, which takes away from your primary conversion objective, which was the product they were already on. So this is a great example of what not to do. So when cross-selling and upselling the right way, you want to offer relevant cross-selling and upselling options that enhance the visitor's experience. You want to provide additional products that complement the main offer and actually add value. You want to use subtle and non-intrusive tactics that feel helpful rather than pushing, and you want to ensure that your cross-selling or upselling options that are presented in a way that enhances rather than detracts from the main conversion goal. So a good example of this is Good Night Mate, where on the actual cart page they say enhance your results. They have a testimonial, and then they put the upsell. So this is a great way in how they've embedded this cross sell. So love it. So Lemmy, another direct-to-consumer brand, does a great job of upselling. So right below their core product, they add another product. And the verbiage here is very important. Let me get the full routine. So this is a great complementary product to the core product, and it's a quick add. It's not actually giving you the ability to leave that product page. So this is very important. They just add it. And then once you add it, in the actual once the cart slider pulls up, they're actually throwing more upsells right in front of your face. And let me toss these in. Just love it from top to bottom. It's great messaging, and it's a great way, without getting too intrusive and taking away from your core offer, to upsell and cross sell. So great examples there. And that's landing page mistake number 12. doing cross-selling and upselling the wrong way. Landing page mistake number 13, poor typography. This is important for two reasons. One, websites with poor typography are estimated to lose 38% of visitors due to low readability. And two, websites with larger font sizes, 16 pixels or higher, experience 11% higher conversion rates than those with smaller font sizes. Now, how do you choose the right typography? One, you need to choose fonts that are easy to read and complement the overall design aesthetic. You need to ensure sufficient contrast between text and the background for optimal readability. You need to use consistent font styles, sizes, and colors throughout the landing pages. And most importantly, test different typography choices to see which one resonates best with your audience. So there you have it, guys. That's landing page mistake number 13, poor typography. Landing page mistake number 14, not A/B testing. I can't stress how important this is, but I do have a bias because, look, as a CRO specialist, all I'm doing is split testing, but not A/B testing or failing to conduct A/B testing can lead to missed optimization opportunities. Without testing, you may not understand what resonates best with your audience, and most importantly, competition or competitors who test are outperforming your landing pages when it comes to conversion rates. That's guaranteed. This is a scientific approach to turning more visitors into paying customers. Don't think just because you guys, are applying all these CRO tactics and hacks and tricks that your website is optimized for conversions. Remember, your audience resonates with different things, and let the numbers do the talking. So how do you build A/B testing into your business? Well, you first need to implement a systematic A/B testing process to continuously optimize your landing pages. Two, you have to find out literally what to test: headlines, CTAs, visuals, other elements, to identify what resonates best with your audience. We like to use data-driven insights to make informed decisions about design and messaging. And most importantly, test one element at a time to accurately measure its impacts on conversion rates. So you could see we've done, how many tests is this? This is around 10 tests for this brand, and we have 6 wins already. So that's how it's done, guys. That's how it's done. These guys know, hey, 6 tests are going to add dollars into their pocket, and the 4 tests that we turned off did not add profit. And that's it. That's it. They know, they feel confident, and this process is just a process of continuous testing, continuous optimization. And that is landing page mistake number 14, not A/B testing. Landing page mistake number 15, building trust, credibility, and safety. Neglecting trust building elements can lead to skepticism and hesitation. Lack of credibility signals may deter visitors from taking desired actions, and failure to reassure visitors about safety can hinder conversions. So right off the bat, when you look at the above the fold section for this brand, there's no social proof. There's no number of satisfied customers. There's no CTA with de-risking elements below it. I have no reason to take that next step. Thus, I'm probably going to bounce from this site. So how do you build trust, credibility, and safety? You include trust signals such as customer testimonials, reviews, and trust badges to reassure visitors. You highlight security features, privacy policies, and any guarantees to establish credibility and safety. You provide transparent information about your company, products, and you offer excellent customer service and support to build trust and address any concerns. So you could see this is a good example of PR, public relations. This is a good example of UGC, and this is a great example of written and picture reviews. So you don't have to include all. One of the 3 is perfectly fine. Just make sure it's relevant and it's designed to facilitate a purchasing decision. So for example, if you have a teeth whitening kit, you want to show before and afters. If you have a product that needs to be more so demonstrated, UGC content is obviously much more beneficial. There you have it, guys. That's landing page mistake number 15, not building trust, credibility, and safety in your landers. Landing page mistake number 16, scarcity and urgency. Misusing scarcity and urgency tactics can damage trust and credibility. You guys have seen all those slimy, scammy sites. False and exaggerated deadlines may lead to skepticism and distrust, and visitors may feel manipulated and choose to disengage from the page. So this is a great example of what not to do. Ships on this day, 16 orders at this price. It's just way too much. Like let's be real, right? How do you use scarcity and urgency the right way? Don't train your users, by the way, to always expect such offers. If they continuously see scarcity and urgency, it takes away from your claims. Clearly communicate limited time offers and limited availability of your products. Provide factual and accurate information about deadlines and stock levels, and use persuasive language to create a sense of urgency without resorting to false or exaggerated claims. So for example, this is a great example. Spring sale is now on, 30 to 50% off site-wide. This is another great example. Get a free gift when you purchase this product today. It's a limited time offer. Love it, love it, love it. There you have it. Landing page mistake number 16, slimy scarcity and urgency on your landers. Landing page mistake number 17, not using future pacing. Painting a compelling picture of future benefits if someone was to utilize the product. Showing the bridge between, hey, you're at this dissatisfied state, utilizing this product is going to get you to this happy, glamorous state. They need to see that. So visitors need to envision the positive outcomes of taking actions. So how do you actually implement future pacing? Well, first you need to create a sense of anticipation and excitement about the desired outcome. You need to use persuasive language and vivid imagery to create the vision of a better future. Highlight the positive impact of your product on the visitor's life, and then most importantly, provide examples or case studies to illustrate the potential results of using your product. So here's a great example of future pacing by iRestore. What to expect from iRestore: you could see 0 to 3 months, the head basically has no hair, and then 12 to 24 months, you have a full head of hair, similar to what you see here. And this is really the concept of future pacing, which is, hey, you're at this undesired state, and if you utilize our product, within 12 to 24 months, you can have a head full of hair. Love it, love it, love it. Here, these guys use quantitative metrics and before and afters to justify the end state that you could be at. So the end user can visualize, hey, clearer skin. 100% people agree that the skin looks more radiant. Love it. Love those like metrics that are justifying, hey, you could be a part of this mix too. The success rate is really, really high. How can you lose by using this product? So both of these are phenomenal examples of future pacing, the end state the end user wants to be in if they utilize your product. So make sure you guys take away from landing page mistake number 17, not using future pacing. Landing page mistake number 18, failure to create message matching. So message matching ensures a seamless transition from ad to landing page, improving the user experience. Inconsistencies between ads and landing page content may lead to distrust. Visitors may feel misled and disappointed if expectations aren't met. So this is a great example of what not to do by Drink MNT. They have an ad, stay even saltier with LMT's Insider Bundle. So they click on this ad and then they come to a page that looks like this, a tastier electrolyte drink mix. So this is not a bundle. They should have taken me to a bundle mix. They don't talk about anything about their core value proposition, which is like saltier hydration packs, and how their salt derived formula, whatever it is making these hydration packs significantly better. So like the entire content in the ad was talking about like saltier hydration. They don't talk about any of that. It's a complete disconnect from ad to landing page. So that is what not to do. So how do you actually create strong message matching? Well, one, you have to ensure consistency between your ads and your marketing campaign or your marketing campaigns with your landing page content. You need to use the same language, tone, and messaging to reinforce the visitor's expectation. You must maintain visual consistency by using similar imagery and design elements, and you must continuously monitor and update your landing pages to align with any changes in your marketing message. Pet Lab Co does a great job of this. You can see in this ad, they're talking about, loving community of parents to stop, that have to stop ignoring itching and paw licking. So they talk about this probiotic chew, and then they take people to this like Presell page, and they're talking about that same problem they highlighted in the ad. They're talking about the probiotic chew. Their ad and like the design content within the ad looks very similar to the design content within the landing page. This is a great example. And then from that landing page, they take them to a sales page, and there's cohesiveness and consistency from point A to point B to point C. So this is a great example of what to do when it comes to message matching. And there you have it, guys. That is landing page mistake number 18, failure to create message matching. Landing page mistake number 19 is unoptimized product descriptions. What does this mean? 87% of online shoppers today consider product descriptions to be important when making buying decisions. Product descriptions lack key details or persuasive language. Visitors are left uncertain about the features, benefits, and the value of the product. So this is ultimately a missed opportunity for engaging and convincing potential customers. 87% of people are looking and considering product descriptions as a facilitator to a buying decision. Damn, I'm just roasting LMNT today, so I do apologize if anyone from their team sees this. So when they talk about their description here, and when you read the description here, sweet and tart raspberry salt starts crisp and stays smooth. It only seems to get better with time. Like, what? That has nothing to do with what I'm looking for. How do you write product descriptions that kill it? Craft detailed and compelling product descriptions. Very simple. Highlight the key features, benefits, and unique selling props. And then use persuasive language to communicate value and benefits effectively. So same product, different brand. Look what Drink Hydrant's doing. Refresh your mind and body. A highly effective mix of electrolytes with a touch of real fruit juice powder to make your hard work feel like you're hardly working. Love it. Another brand is Gleeman, and look at this. They have the benefits, they have the details, they have the ingredients, they have the guarantee. Visibly diminishes dark spots and imperfections caused by blemishes. Like, beautiful. That's music to my ears, guys. So another great example of what to do when it comes to your product descriptions. And there you have it. That is landing page mistake number 19 to avoid, which is unoptimized product descriptions. If you've watched this far, congratulations. You are a part of the 1% of people who actually get CRO. So congratulations to you. Kudos to you for watching this far. And the final mistake that you must avoid, landing page mistake number 20, is tailoring your landing page to the wrong level of complexity. What this means is aligning complexity with your audience's knowledge level is very, very crucial. The amount of information required for the product, right, to facilitate a purchase is what we consider tailoring your landing page to the right level of complexity. So for example, when we look at this X and Y axes chart, on the Y axis, you're going to see complexity, risk, and effort. On the top, you got very, very high, and on the bottom, you got very, very low. And then on the x-axis, you're talking about the information, right? On the right, you got high. On the left, you got low. So for products like cars, insurance, houses, the actual complexity, risk, and effort's very, very high. Thus, the information required to getting to a point where you do make a purchasing decision is also very, very high. That's why I think on average, it takes 62 searches prior to making a car purchase on Google. So lots of information is needed. Whereas if you're looking to buy your morning coffee, it doesn't require a lot of information. And that's because the complexity and the risk and the effort is very, very low. So when it comes to like tailoring your landing page to the right level of complexity, if you recall, in landing page mistake number 2, we talked about the different types of landing pages. We had the advertorials, listicles, we had the actual product pages, and then we had the sales pages. So when you look at, higher complexity, risk, and effort associated products, that's where you're going to use advertorials and listicles, because those individuals need a lot more information. Their level of awareness is very, very low. Whereas if you have someone who is just looking to buy like a low ticket product, that's when you send them to a sales page that's ready to just convert them and take their money. And that's because the information required is very, very low, and the complexity and risk associated to that decision is also very, very low. And there you have it. That is landing page mistake number 20 to avoid, which is tailoring your landing page to the wrong level of complexity. There you have it, guys. Make these mistakes and you're guaranteed a few things. 1, lower conversion rates. 2, lower average order values. 3, lower time spent on site. 4, lower time spent on page actually engaging. And 5, higher bounce rates. Make sure you subscribe, because I will be making very in-depth videos for each and every one of these 20 mistakes in the future. So I appreciate you guys for spending this time with me. This is Cam from Solvex Media, and as always, I will see you on the greener side.